Hey everybody, Space Goats here. We're gonna do a little another unboxing here. I got a neat little piece of hardware here, made by Sabrent. I've been looking for something I can do some M.2 drives when you kind of run out of slots on the motherboard. My new ROG Crosshair board has two M.2 slots on it, so. And I have another drive that has a bunch of data on it, and so I want to be able to access it off this motherboard without having an external device, adapter. I got like an external reader that I bought just to kind of try out. Haven't messed with it yet, but it's pretty easy to get in and out of. But you know, I kind of wanted this for just when I'm doing data transfer on files and stuff. So. And this one is for NVMe. So I came across one of these, and I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try. So I have not opened this thing yet, and I wanted to see how well this actually works in my new computer. So when I get it finished, I'll have some data on it, on transfer rates and stuff like that. I don't have a test bench set up right now, and I don't have an extra NVMe drive to actually put in this to try it out. I'm using all my NVMe drives currently, so we're gonna open this thing up and look at it. The reviews seem pretty decent on it. Some of the people complain about that it needs better directions and they couldn't figure out how to you know, use it, but really the directions are pretty well, actually. They're pretty nice directions. They're all in color. Everything looks good. And it's a box, basically, that the NVMe goes into. I mean, it really can't be that hard to install a drive in this thing. The only other odd thing I've seen in the reviews, they were talking about the thermal pad inside was a little bit thick. And they say it was making the M.2 drives flex a little bit, which they might flex a little bit. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out, or I'll find out at some point in time. Of course, we got the smallest screws in the world here. So, and like I said, this has a heat sink on it. It is all aluminum. So it's metal, and it slots into a 16x, an 8x, a 4x slot on the motherboard. That's what each one of these individual notches allows you to put it in multiple different slots. And that's it. Oh wow, we got. Oh wow. Well, they're complaining about the thermal pad being too thick, but yet there's 3 different pieces. 2 are real thin, and you got a real thick one. So I wonder what their purpose of thermal pad. Let's see what they got here. How they want you to do this. Yeah, I don't say exactly how the thermal pad goes in, but typically thermal pad is going to go on this, and it goes on top of the drive. Boom, you're done. So, and there's the back plate. Unless I guess you probably could put a piece of pad on the back plate, and then that can go on there, which I don't think that's really necessarily needed. But that's it, though. It's a pretty simple little doohickey here. Am I missing a screw? Looks like we might be missing the screw for this right here. But it's not necessarily needed because it will hold it down. Once you get the drive in here, this will set like this. And it will hold it down, so it's probably not necessarily needed, but I'm missing a screw. There's no other little hidey hole in the box here, so, well, hell, I bet I can find a screw. I probably have, I don't know, 20 of them floating around here. Not a big deal. Somebody else that may not have a bunch of computers and hardware might have an issue with this if they don't have a screw. And like I said, it's probably not needed because the heat sink's going to hold it down. There, I got a screw now. Except that one might be a little bit long. Maybe. I don't know, I'll figure it out later when I get another drive. I got another drive coming, or we'll have another drive coming here pretty soon. So, hey guys, a little added information here. I did find, I just remembered I had a NVMe ADATA 128 gig drive, so I can actually trial fit this. And I just realized I was looking for a screw, and I found a little screw, but that's not how this is meant to be installed. And the directions are a little vague on how they want the screws installed. See, they're kind of showing the little brass standoff here, but they're showing the screw coming in on top to retain the drive. But what I did figure out, a little information here, is if you unscrew this, and this little brass standoff has a slot put in it. So we come over here, we install that like so. Put the little standoff right here, and we install our screw. And that's it. That's how that drive is installed. Now, the other option, or not option, the other thing I've been kind of thinking about, and I don't know for sure, but I don't know if their intention on these things, and I guess I probably ought to read the directions. But from what I can tell in the pictures, I think their intentions is install PCIe, install truce. Let's see what they say. 45 degree. Retain that. Turn off computer. Install. Let's see here. Installation guide. Thank you for choosing. Okay. Let's see. Heat sink with thermal pad. All necessary screws. Yeah, they don't say for sure. I'm not positive, but I'm kind of wondering if their intention was to take the heatsink pad like this, you know. Now I can't put this all together because this drive actually has a heatsink and it's like a little small metal cup plate. And because of the radius corners on this right here, it won't go together. But I'm not positive, but it makes me wonder if their intentions was to put these pads on the back side to draw the heat through here into this back plate right here, and this pad to put underneath the drive, because the little ones are too thin to go underneath the drive, so they just slide in there. So I don't know if their intentions was to have this underneath and then have this one on top, and then have this cover this up, and then have this other one on the back side, kind of sandwiching this all together with a bunch of thermal pad. I don't think it's all necessary. Really, I think I get ready to install this. I'm gonna put a piece of thermal pad across the top. I'm gonna stick it on this, and that's all I'm gonna do. So anyways, that was just a little quick update. And like I said, I was able to just remembered I had a drive I could actually fit this and see how it was gonna install and whatnot. So alright guys, well, I'm out of here this time, so I'll catch y'all on the next one.